Good morning, children. Welcome back with the next new session. So, in this session, we are going to discuss the lesson what we have previously spoken about. So, the lesson what we have started is lesson number 8, Kingdoms and Empires from 6th standard. Okay. So far we have spoken that in the previous time we have in the kingdoms and empires we have different kingdoms or dynasties in our country. So among them we have spoken about Mauryan dynasty in detail, and they are Gupta dynasty and some South Indian dynasties. In South Indian dynasties, we have Satavahanas, we have Ikshvakas, we have Pallava, and we have Chalukyas. So, in the previous class, we have focused more on the Mauryan dynasty, talking that Mauryan dynasty was ruled by the person Chandragupta Maurya with the help of Kautilya. With the help of Kautilya, Chandragupta Maurya has defeated the kingdom of Mauryan dynasty. Okay, and that too he has defeated the person known as Mahapadmananda, who was the famous ruler from Magda dynasty, Magda kingdom. So about the Magda kingdom, we have learned that in previous lesson that there were 16 Mahajanapadas. Among that, Magda was one of the powerful kingdom. Okay, so he has defeated Mahapadmananda, and finally he has started his journey in the north of India, where he was a famous ruler that time. Okay, and we have also spoken the person Ashoka, where the principles of dharma is being followed. So because of the fight that was fought, so he decided not to have any more fight with enemies, because he has seen lot of people have lost their lives. Many all the battleground was filled with the blood. So he has felt that we should stop the non-violence and follow the life of peace. So he has followed some of his concepts. So one among, like, the famous one is the Dhamma, where it is from the Buddhist religion. Okay, then the Ashoka chakra, which is the symbol of Ashoka. So his Ashoka chakra is being used on the national emblem. So along with that, there are some other animals which were also fixed on the national emblem, that is lion, bull, elephant and horse. These animals were used in the national emblem. Okay, so in this part of the lesson we are going to focus on the Gupta dynasty now. Okay, Gupta dynasty. So when the Mauryan dynasty was all came to an end, that means all the small kingdoms have started having fight with each other. When the Mauryan dynasty has come to an end, okay, all these dynasties were, all the small kingdoms have started fighting with each other after the end of Mauryan dynasties. That means India did not have any kind of powerful king, like earlier they used to have a Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, for 500 years India had no king. So every small regions have their own kings, but particularly on the whole there were no single powerful king. So at that time the Gupta dynasties have come. So among the Gupta dynasty, Chandragupta one was one of the famous ruler from the Gupta dynasty. He has defeated, and he has defeated the other kingdoms, and finally he has started his journey towards the north of India, and he has also occupied the places of Magda, as we have discussed earlier. Okay, so he has started his journey from the north, where he has also occupied the places of Patliputra, which we have previously spoken about. Okay, now after the Chandragupta one, so his son Samudragupta. So Chandragupta one was not defeated. After his next generation Samudragupta, when he has come, so even he was also one of the powerful king. So he has ruled the kingdom very well, and he could not be defeated by any other kingdoms. He wanted to expand his kingdom more and more, so he has expanded his kingdom towards the north. Okay, so this was and map where, see, the area what they have so far ruled. So entire the north of India was ruled by these people of Gupta dynasties. Okay, then what happened is, after the Samudragupta, the next successor is Chandragupta II. So Chandragupta II, he was also one of the ruler from the Gupta dynasties. So what happened is, one by one, the successors have all come. So when this person known as Chandragupta II has started defeating the kings who were there in the western side of India. So even from the west side of India, they have started defeating, and the kings they were defeated was Saka kings. So Saka kings was a small kingdom in the west of India, where the Chandragupta II had defeated them and wanted to occupy the places of west of India. Now, Gupta dynasty was the dynasty which is very famous in the Indian history, because in this period, in this golden period only, where a lot of books, lot of literature, lot of philosophies, lot of other departments have all developed. I mean to say the departments like medical, department of astronomy have all developed. The department of literature also. Okay, when there are nine famous poets in the kingdom of Chandragupta too. Nine famous poets in the court of Chandragupta too. Okay, many of them are mathematicians, some of them are astronomers, some of them are doctors like physicians, some have a knowledge of astronomy. Okay, so all among them Kalidasa, the famous poet, we all know about him. Kalidasa was one of the famous poet who was also from the court of Chandragupta too only. Okay, now the books were all written during those times. The famous work like the important work that was done on the astronomy, the famous work like the important work was done on the mathematics, and on worked more on the medical also. Now when we talk about the mathematics, see the person Aryabhatta, the person who has we all know the Aryabhatta, the name satellite was also there. So in the year of 1975 his satellite was launched. Okay, so Aryabhatta was the person who has like they have started the usage of mathematics. Okay, that too they have started giving symbols to the mathematics. Okay, the symbol from 0 to the symbol of 9, all they are the symbols that can be used for mathematics. Okay, they have also used the other symbols that you will be learning in your further classes, like the chapters in the mathematics you will have algebra. Okay, so all this in all these chapters, and trigonometry is one of the chapter where there are some symbols that are used to describe the to use the problems, to solve the problem, some symbols will be used. So all these things were already um, used by the people of Aryabhatta. So these people have started the concept of zero, and they have worked on the mathematics, and they have given different symbols. Okay, so along with them some other people have also come, like Brahmagupta was one of the mathematician, and he was also from the Gupta dynasty. Even he has worked on the mathematics, and finally the mathematics has give like lot of books were written on the mathematics, and finally the people like the people could calculate without having any, like we people use calculators, like the computers use algorithm. Okay, algorithm is a procedure, like step by step procedure, which you will all learn in detail in your previous in your upcoming classes about what is algorithm. Okay, so algorithm is a system what computer uses. So before the computer has come, these people have already designed the system of algorithm that we are using in present days. The system of calculating the numbers using calculators or something, these people have done manually. Manually means with their own hands they have done. Okay, so this person Brahmagupta could and could count the solar time. That means when it is going to be eclipse, or how many days they are going to happen, how many days it's raining and all. They have a huge knowledge about all these things. Without having, they did not sit in the labs, they did not have any computers to work on, but they could have a perfect knowledge of all these things. Okay, that is the reason why the people from the Gupta dynasty were considered as the famous people. Now it's all complete of mathematicians. Now we'll talk about the medical. Okay, medicine, there are two important persons in this. Okay, one is Chakara, and the other people is, so other person was Sushrata. Charaka and Sushrata were the people from the Gupta dynasty who have a knowledge about the medical, about the medicine. That means Ayurvedic medicines, that we focused on Ayurvedic medicine, because in those days people did not use any capsules or tablets. Purely people used to depend upon the herbs only. Herbs means getting medicine from the plants. Okay, that means getting medicines from the plants, getting medicines from the spices what we have in our country. Okay, so in olden days, or even if you talk with our grandmothers and all, even they have a knowledge about this things of using the leaves of tulsi leaves, mint leaves, or neem leaves. All these have the medicinal values, isn't it? The turmeric have the medicinal values. So all these things, even our grandmothers, even they have a knowledge about these things if we start asking them. So these people, Charaka and Sushrata, were the people who have a great knowledge in the Gupta dynasty about the medicine. Okay, so among them Charaka was the, like Sushrata was the person who was the doctor, and who was the first Indian doctor to perform the plastic surgery. So think of plastic surgery, which is very much common in this present day of 2020, like in the year of like sorry, in this time of 21st century, where the people have already been done in some past, some thousands and thousands of years ago. These all things were already done in our country. So Sushrata was the, please remember the name, Sushrata was the first Indian doctor who has performed plastic surgery. Okay, so that too on the damaged nose it was performed. Okay, and they have also have a great knowledge on the medicine and herbs, that means herbs and the plants, that is Ayurveda. Okay, and they have understood that the treatment is in different way. It's not like how for it's not like we are having a fever, okay, just have a tablet and the fever is all set. It's not like that. Their treatment is just, they have to they used to find the root cause of the disease, what it is, what is the main root cause of the disease to come every time. So they used to clear the disease from the roots, rather than just giving a medicine for a temporary basis. You understood, children? They did not have medicines for a temporary basis to clear the disease. They wanted to find the root cause of the disease, what is making the disease come again and again. So this kind of treatment was all given by the people. So this was all the development that was all happened in the medicine. Now in the when we talk about the discoveries of in astronomy, okay, in the astronomy also, as I told, the person like the Brahmaputra, like Brahmagupta was one of the person who was from the Gupta dynasty, who has counted the solar eclipse, like when it is going to happen and all. They have a solar year, that means when it is going to happen, or how many days are there, if it's a leap year or not. They could easily calculate without having any calendar, without having any numbers. They have done all these things with the help of the numbers that Aryabhatta and all these people have prepared some symbols for using in using to solve the problems in the mathematics. These symbols were used by the Brahmagupta also. Now in the astronomy, these people have a knowledge on when the planets and the stars are moving, because they have easily, they did not use any kind of a telescope or anything. Okay, just by having a knowledge, they have understood the concept of how the planets and how the stars move and how it makes changes. Okay, when the solar eclipse comes, or when the lunar eclipse is all going to happen, they understood the path. They understood when it is going to be eclipse, that means in the path of the sun and the earth, when the moon enters, it is the time of eclipse. Okay, so they have also understood the concept of using different metals, that means metals that are used for making weapons. Okay, that means at what temperature these metals will be melted. So the concept of about the metals and all is known as metallurgy. So metallurgy is a concept where using of different metals, what are the things that are produced with these metals, will be in the department of engineering. If you know if you will be all learn, you will be going to learn all these things in your further classes about metallurgy in your higher studies. Okay, now these people had a great knowledge in science, where they have knowledge about the solar, like the solar system, as well as about the different metallurgy. So this the Gupta dynasty was considered as the golden age, where the people had a lot of knowledge about the medicine, lot of knowledge about the mathematics, lot of knowledge about the astronomy. Okay, and they have also printed their own gold coin. Okay, their old gold coin, their own gold coin. So this was the coin that these people have used. This is the, they have printed. Okay, printing means the word mint will be used. Okay, minted, they have minted the gold coin of their pure gold coin, that too. Okay, so it was considered in the history that Gupta dynasty was one of the famous dynasties, and they are the powerful dynasties in the history of India, where it was considered as the Gupta period, that means 1319 to 543 BCE was considered as a golden age for the India. Okay, where the greatest Gupta dynasty has given a lot of contributions to the people. Okay, in terms of medicine, in terms of mathematics, in terms of astronomy, in terms of literature and philosophy. Okay, so this was all about the lesson, kingdoms and empires. So that we have spoken about the Gupta empire Gupta dynasty today. So in the further class, we are going to focus on the South Indian dynasties, and we'll finish the lesson. Okay, I hope you have all understood the lesson very well. For any more doubts and queries, please ask us immediately. We'll meet up in the next upcoming class. Till then, bye children, thank you, have a nice day.